You seem perturbed, my friend. Has your work with Chief Oberlin been that taxing? How crude. Come now, my friend. What is this all about? Of course his men work for me. You all work for me, my friend. Allow me to explain. James T. Oberlin is a workhorse. Powerful, focused, efficient. But someone like him needs order. Blinders and a carrot, if you will. With too much freedom of thought, people like him are lost. James came to me as a part of a package. I bought a box of cereal, and he was the delightful toy at the bottom. Now he was a highly decorated, highly skilled prize, but still a part of a larger whole. The best thing for someone like him is a simple purpose. He plays this role because he needs to believe it's true. A smarter man would see through this facade immediately. But not Oberlin. Oh no. I'm glad we could see eye to eye. You have good instincts, my friend. You were smart to come to me first. I hope that you can join in continuing this little game. It is solely for ensuring Chief Oberlin's happiness, after all.
It's safer down in the lower levels again, now that the infestation is taken care of.
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Ah, screw it. I miss how it was before. Slide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
I'm really gonna miss Alfie. Maybe I can dig up some information on the rest of Appalachia. Could prove you're back. And without Daniel. What was the situation? You're serious? And you have proof? Are you sure? Look at me. Are you sure?
You reckon that storm's gonna
Damn
get
it all to hell.
better?
Daniel, the rest of them, leading me on like some child playing make-believe. And Stoltz, that arrogant, slimy bastard! I knew I couldn't trust him. I should have followed my gut from the start. I'm gonna kill that. No, not yet. Not now. I can't give him the opportunity to turn this around on me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. It's best that Hugo... You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you place your trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed. What do you need?
You should have arrived a few years back.
Oh?
The old vault sure was something. You know.
Best to ask him that yourself. I'm his chief of security, not his secretary. About as well as can be expected. I just need to prepare for what may come next. Seems Hilda is working on something that she'll need my help with. A plan to help restore some sanity to the Lost. What did you want to know? Nothing too personal, I hope. Fort Atlas. Not the Atlas Observatory?
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know.
I can't say that I do, but
You know.
I imagine you're about to tell me. I told you the military always has a contingency plan. Unless they aren't military. I'd better be cautious before making contact. It's impossible to know who they are, or how much has changed. It's worth investigating. Could even be worth establishing contact. I took over the role of Chief Army Scientific Advisor from Major Bentley, when he was deemed unfit for the role. Through my management, the program got back on schedule, and we started to see results. Not that it mattered in the end.
What if we go back to the surface?
I
Nobody
know
wants
so.
to know us
The
because
U.S.
of our-
Armed Forces are a well-oiled machine. While it's not the life I envisioned for myself, it's been surprisingly pleasant for the most part. Present conditions aside, it's only really been the last decade or so when things have really begun to fall apart. My last orders were to continue sending reports on progress of the projects here, and report any suspicious behavior from anyone. It was before the recent chaos. The U.S. Armed Forces always have contingencies planned. We're prepared for all eventualities. Even if not everyone were able to make it, there were plans in place to get personnel of every level to a safe location. They'll be finalizing preparations for operations to regroup and rebuild across the country. Observation, mostly. I was trusted with everyone's safety. Being security chief meant I had access to everything. I had ears everywhere, from maintenance to top brass. I was to report everything to my superiors at the Capitol. That was the order, anyway. Anything else? All right, then. Oh? What did you want to know? At this point, I think it's worth a shot. I've warned her to be more careful going forward, though. Can't take unnecessary risks when there's so few of us left.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
Hugo's brother. Seemed like a decent man, but looks can be deceiving. He was well respected in his field. Biologist, I think. He butted heads with Hugo a few times, but mostly went along with Hugo's decisions. I'll put it this way. She's a lot smarter than she acts. She's unpredictable, difficult to follow in conversation, but ultimately reliable. She gets results. I'm sure if you want to ask her, she'll tell you. She's friendly enough. I was surprised she was related to Hugo. All right, then. What did you want to know? As I understand it, our vault's makeup is atypical from your standard operation, largely due to Mr. Stoltz's ambitious approach of its construction. Intending to begin its research even before the bombs fell, residents, scientists, and engineers began moving into the region, even as construction was underway. Mr. Stoltz's intention was for the construction team to onboard as maintenance and security once the project had been completed. This would allow for full operations even during peace times. But, well, construction fell behind as the scope of the vault ever increased. You've perhaps heard the specifics before, but we wound up vulnerable to drafts of fallout when the bombs did finally fall. Before the bombs, we were a collection of the best researchers, security officers, and construction personnel one could imagine. We're now a fraction of that. A mixture of the best and brightest, being asked to do more than their fair share to survive.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
He's a businessman with a lot of connections and a lot more ambition. So far, he's the only one to come back relatively unscathed from the accident. Static disposition aside, there's something off about him lately. I just haven't been able to figure out what. Me? I'm nothing special. Spent some time in the military, then found myself with a gig here, as chief of security. Then the bombs came and, well, here we are. What do you need? Who do you want to know about? What do you need? All right, then. Anything else you need?
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our, condition?
Maybe I can dig up some information on the rest of Appalachia. Could prove useful. I I still can't believe Hilda just left like that without an escort. She could have gotten herself killed.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.